Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Ryker here. It is beautiful Monday morning. Look at that sky. Nice and blue. And we're taking the Ryker to work for the first time. Alright guys, I decided to go ahead and take the Ryker to work. I mean, that's part of the reason why I also own a motorbike. I mean, I owned a two-wheeler before this, and the reasons why I own a motorbike is just so I can enjoy these good weather that we will get and commute to work. So, ooh, never seen a cop stand here before. That's interesting. Alright, coming back to what I was saying, not that I was speeding or anything, but just never seen a cop over here on this road before. I've been living here in this area for 1 year and I haven't seen anybody. But anyway, so what else? So yeah, so I bought the I have a motorcycle so I can commute to work daily, especially on the days when it doesn't rain. I don't like to ride in the rain that much. If I get stuck in it, oh well, but if it's already raining or I know it's about to storm, I won't take the bike. But yeah, so just to kind of enjoy the ride and save on gas, I guess, but mostly so I can enjoy the ride, get some ride in to work. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited taking the Ryker to work today. This is the first of many more days to come. So I live in Ackworth and I work out of Rome, Georgia. And you know, it's a hike. It's about 30 miles, 29-30 miles. But the cool thing is, which is also part of the boring thing, is that half the ride is on the highway and half the ride is inside. I would say a good 14-mile split, 15-mile split. The commute on the highway is pretty good for me because I go 75 north during the daytime, and in the evening I'm coming down 75 south. So either way, I go against the traffic and I kind of luck out. So that's pretty cool. I'm lucky. Knock on wood, I'm lucky that in the morning everybody's taking 75 south going down to Atlanta, and I'm going up to Rome. And in the evening everybody's taking 75 north coming up this way, you know, to Marietta, Kennesaw, Ackworth, Woodstock. And me, I'm taking 75 south. So I luck out. Definitely a little lucky there. The wind hitting my shirt is amazing. Although I am being bounced a little bit side to side when I go past trucks or buses, but for the most part, it's good. I have noticed though that, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but any Ryker owners out there, you know, go ahead and confirm this or correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, because this is a lighter vehicle, and I've mentioned this before in my video too, but I do notice that every time I get on the highway, I do get bounced around left to right, you know, have to make adjustments. So I haven't ridden on the highway a whole lot yet to gauge if that's a, you know, that's a pain in the butt yet, or is it just something that I'll get used to? Because you don't notice that kind of stuff as much on a two-wheeler, so by no means it is uncomfortable. So yeah, when I'm usually in my car, I am zooming down, like these guys right here. Oh, and this UPS truck, look at that. Doing, let's see what he's doing here. 76 miles an hour. Yeah, just, you know, 70, 80,000 pounds, just 76 miles an hour. But I always pictured that my rides are going to be really more, you know, comfortable, relaxing, going to work. But I mean, just look at all this truck traffic that I have to deal with. Not only that, but then I have to dodge debris. I don't want debris damaging my car or my motorcycle, but more importantly, I don't want debris hitting me. So, as much as I would like this to be a nice and relaxing, smoothing ride, it's more of a cautious ride, you know. But anyway, weather's beautiful. Let me know if you got to take your Ryker out today and were able to enjoy the weather. Out of the highway. It was a little windy and I was getting blown side to side. You know what I realized? You know, it's been exactly a month since I've owned the motorcycle, and I don't remember checking my air pressure, tire air pressure. I think I have to do that. I feel the back end sliding left to right, and I know the tire's not flat, but have to check the air pressure and see. It almost feels like the back end kind of, you know, slide, but I'm not sure if that's just normal. I know the front end usually goes left to right sometimes, but I'm not sure if the back end, because this back end feels like it's shaking loose. But let's check the air pressure. I'll just chalk it up to going out on the highway after a long time. The only thing you have to watch out for, which you really can't most of the times, is debris. I mean, if you live in Atlanta, comment below if you agree with what I'm saying, but the debris count since the last 7 years is ridiculous. I mean, there's so much debris on the road that, well, let me rephrase that. It's not like there's so much debris on the road where you see trash on the road, but there's so much debris that gets blown around by tires and trucks and cars that it's just ridiculous. It's too much. I just had I don't know what, it wasn't a bug. I mean, I just had like a little piece of pebble hit the top of my helmet just 30 seconds ago. That's just something you have to watch out for, because man, when that thing hits you on your chest, you know guys, when even a little pebble hits you on the chest, it feels like a bullet hitting you. And I'm talking that when you're wearing a jacket. Without a jacket, you're bruised up, buddy. Like I am today. Just decided to see how the ride goes without a jacket. I haven't ridden much without a jacket. I see all these cruisers ride without jackets and their t-shirts and jeans. You know, what do you call that? There's a phrase for that, right? It's called a squid. You're being a squid. And every time I would go out on my two-wheel, I don't care if it was just down the road or whatever it was, I would have proper gear on. By that, what I mean is, always wear a helmet, wear gloves, have a jacket on, and if I was going out of town or a long ride, I would wear my armored jeans or my touring pants, which has armor in it. So, but on this, I feel like I'm just like I have nothing to worry about. I know that's the wrong mindset, but I just feel like I can relax a little bit. That's it. I know I mentioned this previously too in the video, but I don't know, maybe that's not right, and maybe I'll just go back to wearing full gear again. But I just feel like, you know, being that you're on a three-wheeler, there's a little less scare of you falling off from slides or, you know, like a debris or anything like that. It's oil slickness, you know, slick road or gravel on the road, dirt on the road. So just feel like I can take a ride or two without a jacket on. I don't know if you guys do that on your Ryker, but let me know. We're here in Cartersville, beautiful city of Cartersville. Cartersville is up and coming. Let me tell you, the amount of construction going on in Cartersville, everybody is moving outwards. I mean, there was a time when I used to, heck, there was a time back in '98 I moved to Acworth, then I went to Kennesaw, then I went to Atlanta, back to Kennesaw, and then now back in Acworth. But back in '98 when I moved to Acworth, there was a jungle, man. It was a jungle. There was nothing out here. Now I drive through the old neighborhood and I'm like, wow, should have stayed there. It was amazing the way they've built up around it, and you know, you just don't recognize it from 20 years ago. And now it looks like Acworth and Woodstock and all these places, Kennesaw, they're also full, you know, because they've been making houses $400,000 or $500,000, and they're forgotten about people like us who can't afford $500,000 houses. You know, hey, what about the $200,000-$300,000 houses? So now all the builders are scrambling to make that, as their $500,000 housing market is plateaued. Right now what people are doing are in full force moving out to Acworth. I mean, sorry, not Acworth, but Cartersville. So you see all these construction projects going on in Cartersville. I just bought my house in Acworth. I'm in Cherokee County, but in Acworth, and the builder was saying that they just have one or two more neighborhoods to do in Woodstock and Acworth, and after that they'll be concentrating for the next 5-10 years in Cartersville. I was like, wow. I mean, there was a time when we used to go to Cartersville. I just mentioned like Acworth when I moved in was a jungle, and then there was a time when I had my Harley, and there's a I'm just talking like 7 to 10 years ago. You know, whenever we used to go for rides in a group or joining a group from, there's a Harley dealership in Cartersville. I forget what exit it is off of. I think it's off of 288 on 75. And you know, living on off of exit 269 or 265 at the time, you're like, wow, man, that's all the way out there. That's far away. And then now you just go up to Cartersville like it's nothing. It's actually quite a nice place to go, and they have a small downtown, Main Street, Cartersville, and they actually have some nice little restaurants there. Nice little place there. There's a nice little ice cream shop down there too. I can't remember the name, but yeah, if you're ever down there, go check them out. They're slowly starting to come up. Population is moving in, and they're definitely growing like crazy, Cartersville. Alright, so it looks like we've got a match going between late 80s, early 90s GMC Ventura van and a semi carrying some sort of liquid. I don't know if it's water or fuel or what, but yeah, looks like that's going to continue to go on for another minute. Well, there's a downhill from here, so hopefully one of those guys will pick up speed and let the other go. Yeah, look at that. It's just amusing. Now the van's picked up speed. I don't think, and then the truck is now picking up speed. I do notice that I'm being tossed around today quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the wake of that truck in front of me, but let's see if I can just go past him here. Yeah, I think it was because of that truck. I think I'm gonna try the windshield on the way back at full height and see how that goes. Don't feel a lot of air coming in this direction here, but everywhere else it's hitting me, and it's probably because this is a small windshield and I wanted to go with the OEM windshield, but I know there's a couple of good options that third-party manufacturers make. But I don't know, I'm gonna give this one a shot since I've already spent the money on it. And then maybe sometime down the road, see if I can get a different one. Slightly bigger, a little bit more square. See if that helps. I've seen some on in videos that people have. I forget the company's name that makes it, but they are sold through Sling Mods as well for I think $300. And I guess that's something that I'll explore if I get tired of the OEM windshield, or if I feel like it's not doing its job properly. But we'll see. For now though, I do appreciate you guys joining me on the ride to work. I know it was a little bit of a ranty morning, but yeah, this is the stuff that we go through, you know, on our rides or commute to work. So some little rants, hoping that it'll get better. But I did enjoy the ride. I thank you guys for joining me. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and also let me know if there's any particular thing you want me to show you on the bike or talk about. So I do appreciate it, guys. Until next time, be safe.